These are 7 habit groups you can use throughout the day. You don't have to do them in order, but use them whenever you need them. Think of them as tools. Don't think about this as a schedule, but think about this as a flexible system that you can use anytime, and you can use the ones that are most helpful for you at that moment. Number 1 is our morning setup. So this is going to be 3 simple habits that you can add after your morning routine. So number 1 is you're going to set up your Google Docs or whatever online notes you use. Number 2 is you're going to check your important emails. So for this, you can maybe set a 5 or 10-minute timer, or you could check the emails that are most important for you. And then number 3 is you want to set up your habit tracking papers. So this is stuff to track your main success habits. So like maybe if you have 16 main success money habits, you can set up papers to track that. So those are the 3 habits you can add for after your morning routine. For habit tracking papers, this also includes stuff for your health, like food you eat, all the habits that you want to track. You set up those papers after your morning routine. Number 2 is organize, because your environment matters a lot for your success, your environment around you. So what you're going to do is whenever your environment is messy, or you lack clarity, or you're feeling distracted, or you don't know what to do, you want to organize your environment. So this is stuff like maybe you're cleaning up your room, cleaning up your floor if you have papers on the floor, cleaning up your desk. This also includes stuff like your habit papers. So what you could do is you can keep the habit papers that are important for you, and the habit papers that aren't important or you don't need, you can throw them away. Or what you could do is you can get a folder, and then you separate your habits by folder. So like habit number 1 gets a folder, habit number 5 gets a folder. You can also keep a folder for maybe keeping your habit tracking papers. You can keep a folder for tracking your workout progress, wherever folders you need. So the second system is organization. Number 3 is apply ideas. Because remember, you can have a bunch of notes, but those notes really don't do anything unless you actually apply what you learn. So for this, you could set a 60-minute timer, or like a 5-minute timer to start off with, and then you're going to apply the ideas that you learned today. If you want to make content for social media or for like blogs, you can also test your brainstorming ideas for this. Like if you have 10 ideas that you want to do for a YouTube video, you could test those 10 ideas quickly for this habit, and just experimenting with the ideas that you learned. And remember to also have a way to measure your progress for this. So it could be numbers. So if you apply something to your social media, check the difference in numbers, like views, watch time, stuff like that. If you're applying something for your health that you learned from like books, you want to have a way to measure it. So maybe it could be like your weight difference, maybe your muscle difference, stuff like that. Number 4 is improve. So what things do you want to improve? Well, number 1 is you want to improve your long-term goals. So you can add to it, you can be more specific. So what you could do is on a Google Doc, you name it life goals in detail. And then what you could do is like, let's say 2 minutes or 3 minutes a day, you improve that. So you make your goals more specific. You add more goals that you want. You add goals for different areas in your life. The second thing that you can improve is your food plan. So before we talked about one of the books that you want to read daily, books about internal strength or food and what to drink. So what you're going to do for this is you want to improve your daily and weekly food plan based on your goals. So if you want to gain weight, you want to lose weight, you need more protein, wherever you need to improve on your daily and weekly food plan, you do with this habit. The third thing that we can improve is our workout plan. So what you learn from your trainer, what you learn from books and videos, you can improve your workout plan. Maybe it's adding specific workouts. Maybe it's changing the reps and sets that you do. And this could also be, for example, like let's say you build a home gym, so you won't have to spend time driving back and forth at gym. What you could do is you could improve your home gym. So maybe you get the right items next to your desk, put some weights there, get a workout mat so you can do some push-ups, lifting, whatever you need to do for your home gym. So this habit is about planning, but also improving your environment for workouts, improving what you eat, improving your food plan, improving your life goals. Number 5 is contribute. So this is when you want to stay active and you want to give value. Because remember, one of the best ways to get support for something is to support someone else. So if you want to grow, let's say your personal brand, one of the best ways to do that is by first helping somebody else grow their personal brand. So this could be stuff like supporting small creators, by leaving helpful and valuable comments on their posts. This could be stuff like sharing your progress or what you're doing today to improve your life, so that can help motivate others and you can bring them on your self-improvement journey. And this could also be like helping others. So like, for example, like Mr. Beast, before he used to give a lot of money to the homeless. So something that you could do is you could give back. You can give money or you can give time. Because success isn't just what you have. You see on social media, people show their fancy houses, the nice cars, but that's not what success is. Success is what can you do for others? How much can you help somebody else? Not just fancy items that you have. Number 6 is think. This is one of the most underrated, but also one of the most important habits. So what you want to do is get a pen and paper and just sit down and think. Like you could set a 15-minute timer and just brainstorm ways to improve your life. So you could do it as you get paper, and at the top of the paper you write a question. So it could be something that you want to improve or a problem that you want to solve. So this will give you more clarity and new ideas. Now, what time should you think? Well, you should do this habit while you're eating. You could set a 15-minute thinking session. Like we'll say when you're using the bathroom, you don't need a pen and paper for this. But when you're using the bathroom, just think, brainstorm of improvements, ideas, and then once you're done, on a pen and paper or a Google Docs, you can write it down. Number 7 is question. So you can question stuff like your daily habits. Like you go through your habit list and you ask yourself, okay, what's the benefit or what improvement will I get for doing this habit? Because each habit that you do needs a high return on time investment. So you go through your habit list and you ask yourself, what's the return on time investment for doing this habit? The second thing that you could do is you could reflect. So like at the end of the day, you could ask yourself these 2 questions. So number 1 is you could write, what is one reason why I procrastinated today? So for example, too many phone distractions. Or it could be more specific on what distractions. Number 2 is, what is one improvement I made today for blank? So this makes sure you actually keep improving your life every single day. So you can answer these 2 questions as a self-reflection at the end of the day. You can add this to your night routine. And remember, you don't need to do these 7 systems in order, but just use the one that you need in that moment, and that will be most helpful for you right then. Leave in the comments below which one of these 7 systems would be most helpful for you today.